On Lens today, we had a day with Diana Nyeche, funnily called Nollywood Screen Goddess by her friends. On our beauty segment, meet Ebele Enemchukwu, the master of all, as she enlightens us on essential tips on bridal makeups. Also, watch out the countdown on top 5 Nollywood actors delivered by Diana Nyeche with love. Just relax, it's going to be fun all the way. Diana Nyeche is a fast-growing actress in the Nollywood movie industry. She joined the industry after obtaining her first degree in mechanical engineering. She tells us how her journey in acting started.
I've been acting right from when I was in secondary school. I started with stage acting, something I have deep passion for.
There are 4 major suspects. The first one, Clara, who slept with the deceased. The second one, Tenny,
Surely show yourself.
whose footprint is on the blood of the deceased. And the last one, Hannah.
Are you stupid? The earth has become too small for the wickedness of people. He is dangerous and evil.
Now maybe Raymond Chidozie Isiadenso, Adaka Kwebule is one of Mre Kingdom.
One more word from you, I will arrest you. I will make sure you rot in jail.
I'm Detective Ruth.
We don't have time to talk about this.
These people are not ready to come out clean. I think we should take them to the station.
You being alive is a big mistake.
It's not mine.
You said this pant will not be your pant.
Why don't you just figure it out yourself? After all, that's your job, and that's why you're here.
I started with modeling. I did my first modeling in, I think, 2008. That was the same year I entered Nollywood. It's been a long time. So when I got into school, I modeled for Orange Drugs. Someone told me about it, so, I snapped pictures, I was qualified. And that was the first time I came to Lagos, the first time to enter flight. I was a bit scared. My face came out on Enchromion magazine. I don't know if you know back then, Enchromion magazine. So when my mom's friends saw it, she showed my mom, and my mom was so angry. She was like, for what? Why would they sent you to school and you now started doing this whole entertainment thing? But, I was scared. And, one thing about passion, I had to go into the whole Nollywood thing. I started going for auditions, started following people, rehearsals and all that. And then my first audition, I was qualified. And they took me, but unfortunately it did not go well, the movie. The producers, they decide. They might just, it depends. If I'm very good in a particular role, they'll just be like, although I don't like to stereotype myself to a particular role, but most times the producers will just be like, they'll send me script and they'll be like, okay, well, you're playing this character. And then I go through the script and put myself in that character. So I am a chameleon in every character, every role given to me. I change it. I'm very versatile. I can change into any kind of role, because when I was growing up, I was very good at mimicking people. You have to put in your best for them to call you for jobs, you understand? Because there are lots of people that are out there, and it's quite challenging, especially the financial aspects. You might discuss with the producer and say, this is what I'm taking. They'll be like, I beg, I don't have money. If you are not taking it, let's go and look for the next person that will give us something cheaper, and they know that you are good for that role. So it's quite challenging right now, but it is also easy, because me as an actor, I can equally produce my own movies and put on YouTube and take it to DSTV and all that. So it's easier. Unlike back then, it was just the marketers. It was just like a circle of people that were handling Nollywood. Without them, you cannot enter. Yeah, I featured in a whole lot of movies. I cannot even remember. But the movie I can never forget is my best movie, my hit movie that actually brought me out on YouTube, and it brought me out Lamplight, which is oil Little Princess. I did the movie with Frederick Leonard. Yeah, the movie is, God, I cannot get over that movie because it was a movie that, in fact, it was kind of challenging because I had to change my accent. I had to change my accent to this, Hausa, Indian accent. So I did that from beginning of the movie to the end. So I did not, and people were so impressed. People were like, is she an Hausa girl? Is she this? Is she that? You understand? And
Don't worry. When your legs are okay, I will take you back to your house. Don't worry, your mother is strong. She's okay. You don't have to worry about anything.
there's this latest one on board, Caged in Love, I did with Zubi Michael. It was concerning domestic violence.
Stop this nonsense. Stop behaving like a child. Useless thing.
Are you serious?
Good afternoon.
There is nothing good about this afternoon.
The movie is doing well. It's doing well. I think that's my recent movie right now that's trending seriously all over the internet. If you're in the industry, you just have to be patient. You have to grow a very thick skin. It's not a place for jokes. Although you have to be lively for you to, get roles and meet people, but, you get to meet all kinds of human beings. So it has affected me positively and then negatively most times. Like I don't get to mix up with my friends because I don't have time. So most of my old friends will be like, now that you've gotten fame, you don't even chat us on WhatsApp, you don't even come. So they feel that there's this pride that's coming, but nothing like that. It's just the time. The time schedule is really tight. But the positive part is, it has really helped me to meet a whole lot of people that I did not expect I was going to meet, wine and dine with. I, meet them, fans all over the world. Like a lot of people watch my movies on YouTube. Fans will be like, watch your movie, sending gifts here and there. Some of them want to see me and all that. So it has affected me in different ways. I'm kind of a shy person when I'm not on stage, when I'm not on set filming. I'm usually shy aside the whole filming thing. So whenever I'm going out, I'm always covering my face. I'm always wearing glasses and a hood, so people will not get to recognize me. But some people will still recognize you. Like if I go to the market, like, not be you. Your film watch now. That film what you do with Zubi, when Zubi they beat, If it's something you love to do, like if it's something you have passion for, just keep doing it. It's not easy. Most times you will cry. Most times you will be like, I'm frustrated. Most times you just get frustrated, and then you have to pray. You have to be very prayerful. It is only God that can help. Well, I want people to remember me for my humility. Because a lot of people, they keep complaining that celebrities, actors, entertainers are proud, so I want to keep that legacy of being humble. I watch movies a lot, to improve myself, to improve my craft. I watch a lot of movies like Bimbo's movie. I watch Bimbo Ademoye's movie a lot, It's not just a talent or a passion. I walk most times at night. I rehearse. I would just use my mirror. I think the perfect way for you to, get there, for you to get your job right is using your mirror to act. Cinema jobs. I've just done one cinema job in my life, so I wish to do more cinema jobs. Yeah. And I wish to also film abroad in the US. Hollywood, yes.
I never see another woman like this. She tell me say the world is full of jackpajantis. Say the little light of man, oh my go shine, shine, shine.
On today's beauty segment, Ebele shares her expert insights on key points to consider while making up a bride.
Hello, my name is Ebele Enemchukwu, CEO of Wavio International. Today on Let's Talk Beauty, we'll be laying focus on things you should bear in mind when it comes to bridal makeup. If you're ready to learn, then let's do this. Okay, now when it comes to bridal makeup, you must bear one thing in mind. It is her big day. It is a day that may not happen again. In fact, it is a day that will not happen again. So bearing this in mind should guide everything you do. The makeup has to be clean, it has to be fresh, it has to be divine. When I say divine, you see, you look at her in her white, well, emphasis on white wedding. You look at her in her white and she looks like she dropped from heaven. That is the kind of makeup you want to have on. How do you achieve all of this magic? Number one, start on time. Ensure you begin on time. If it requires having to start that process at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, by all means do that. 1 a.m. in the morning, go ahead with that. But please do not rush a bridal makeup. There's that tendency to have it happen, you know, for many reasons we don't have to go into. But try your possible best to ensure you have ample time to help you get every detail without messing any portion up. Because trust me, when those cameras, and now I'm not just talking of the official cameras they come with, when those cameras, including personal cameras, go on the bride, you want those memories to be beautiful. Okay, so that not when her children are older and they say, Mommy, is that what you wear? Who put that makeup on you? Now, beyond the humor, you get the point. Okay, so ensure it is clean, it is fresh, ensure you start on time. Now, something else to bear in mind when it comes to the bride, right, is to ensure that her brows are not as heavy. When I say as heavy, I'm talking of the pigmentation or make sure it's not very dark. You can get away with that for traditional makeup looks or introduction. That's fine. But when it comes to that white wedding, you want the brows to be as light as possible. Remember, not too light. Again, everything would have to be matched with the bride's complexion. Okay, but emphasis on light brows as opposed to very heavy brows. Something else to bear in mind is it's not a day you want the bride to keep producing oil, to keep shining. When I say shining, I mean secreting a lot of oil from her face. So all the products you use should be matte. I'm talking of the facial products now. Let them be matte. So if you have this primer that gives you an unnecessary satin finish, except that's what you're trying to achieve, and I'm not sure why. Remember, she's going to go under the sun, especially if you live in Nigeria. This even applies more to you. So ensure you have anti-shine primers, okay? So you want matte primers. They would help with the longevity of the overall makeup look. With that out of the way, we look at another tip. Now, still on shining, you do not want to use too much. In fact, stay away from lip glosses. You don't want it to be so much. So keep it mild, keep it creamy, but when it's glossy, too glossy, you don't want that for a white wedding look for that bride. Talking about the eyeshadow, you want to stay away from too many colors, except her personality or her outfit both dictate otherwise. But ideally, you don't want to, so you want to stay with neutral tones. Yes, that's the word. If you like nude. So the brown shades, the gold shades, those bronze-like shades, you really want them to be neutral. Okay, so those are the colors. You don't want green, purple, red. Hello. She's a queen that came from heaven. So you want her to look clean and fresh. Okay, so let's look at the next makeup tip. Now, on this big day, you know, sometimes you experience tears of joy when she just laughs. But the resultant effect is that she's shedding tears, right? Now, when that happens, the last thing you want to see is mascara that is running or eyeliner that is running. So ensure that whatever product you use in that area, make sure they are waterproof. Exactly. Make sure they are waterproof just so they do not run on that day or melt under the sun. You see what I mean by melt under the sun? So you don't want that to happen. All right. Now for the bride, well, sometimes you actually have to do this with all of your clients that you always have to apply makeup on. But for the bride, like I said, you need extra care. Attention to detail will be at 150%. You don't want to miss anything. And in not missing anything would mean that if there are features on her face that you need to de-emphasize, please, by all means, do all of that. If you need to accentuate some of them, by all means, do all of that. If you need to give better symmetry to the lips, if you need to neutralize the hyperpigmentation. So everything has to be done. All right. And as always, ensure you always listen to the bride. At the end of the day, we want her to look recognizable. At the end of the day, we do not want her groom to wonder where his bride has gone to, even though she's right there before you. Remember to tell her, give her some aftercare tips. Okay, from time to time, you may produce oil, especially if you have combination skin. You may produce oil around the T-zone area, your forehead area, your nose area. You want to take out that excess oil. Ideally, you should use a blotting paper. Otherwise, a ply of tissue would do the trick. Now, if you have something to eat, meanwhile, dear bride, you cannot be taking swallow. You know that, right? So, so something tiny, that's good if you have those finger foods. In the event that you lose some of the color on your lips, you know, some of your lip color, which by the way, like I said, shouldn't be a color per se. But when you lose some of it, it's a good time to also retouch your face. Okay, so dab off excess secretion. You can put a bit of translucent powder just to keep your face matte. But guess what? If you employ or if you engage the services of a professional makeup artist, like your dearly beloved, you will not need to do any of that. Do you see what I mean? Otherwise, those are some tips you can work with when it comes to bridal makeup. Until we see you again, enjoy the rest of your day.
Mommy, can you see me now? Down for my many times I didn't miss you. Don't go need to say you wait a little longer. This our life every day I look back.
To wrap up today's episode on Lens, more entertainment is coming from Diana Nyeche. She counts down her top 5 Nollywood actors.
So guys, my top 5 favorite actors. Oh my goodness, these actors are so dear to my heart, and these actors are actors that will keep you glued to your television right from the days I was a little girl. My number 5 favorite actor is Uzo Orakwe. Uzo, my guy. I just love the fact that he finished work in that movie, the cinema movie, The Criminal. Uzo gave in his A game. He's my 5th favorite actor.
She cheat on me. She cannot. No born and well. Easy to cheat on Odo. I want watermelon. You understand me? Watermelon. I'm picking someone.
My number 4 favorite actor is Blossom Chukwujeku. I love him so much. I love the way he acts. I love everything about him, the way he carries himself. He's just a very smooth actor.
At least a child, which looks like a dwarf.
Are you serious right now?
Anna, it's difficult to give you birthday gifts. You're too rich. So imagine my love when I remembered that you like dancing dwarf.
And you know, my third actor is Mommy Joke Silva. Mommy, I'm loyal. I love the way you act. I love everything about you, the way you manage your family, you know, the way you change your character when your psychedelic way of, you know, acting. I love everything about Mommy Joke Silva.
After all my pleas to you, the Lord provides the food and the devil provides the cook. Ada.
And my second favorite actor is RMD, Richard Mofe Damijo. Baba, I hail you. I love the fact that you are so handsome. You know, the way you act your movies, right from the days that you keep fit. See the way you're looking so handsome till date. RMD is my second favorite actor.
I accept.
You're the father of a dangerous criminal.
But accusing my son of what he is not, that I cannot.
The number one. Okay, which is Omotola Kehinde, Omotola Jalade Kehinde. She is my number one. I love the fact that she manages the fame and her home. I love everything about Omotola, aka Omo Sexy. You know, she's so beautiful, she's so outspoken, she's so intelligent. I love her courage. In fact, she's my role model, she's my mentor, and that's why I made her my number one favorite Nollywood actor. Yes!
I am giving you 48 hours. 48 hours to marry me. If you don't, I am going to bring hell down into this house.
That's a wrap for today's show. We hope you enjoyed the package. Keep celebrating your creativity. Bye.
Why don't give me, make me stronger? But this one week me make I no lie.